Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name's Kitty and I'm here to give you the tools you need to be a consistent, efficient, conscious manifester. Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite topics again, neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the concept that you can reprogram your brain to behave in any way you want it to. It's the scientific concept that your brain likes to be efficient and it will strengthen connections based on information it thinks it will need to access more frequently, and information that it believes that it doesn't need to access anymore or less frequently, it will break down those connections until they eventually don't exist anymore if you never use them. And the great thing is that we can use this to our advantage when we are manifesting. The thing about brains is, even though they are the processing center of our entire body and they keep us going day after day, they're kind of dumb. And they will believe something if you repeat it to them enough times. You may have possibly noticed maybe having someone in your life that you consider reasonably intelligent, and you talk to them one day and they come out with just like the craziest conspiracy theories you have ever heard, and you're like, how does somebody that smart end up believing in that stuff? And it's just the simple fact of, if your brain is exposed to the same thing over and over and over again, it will start to accept it because it can't really operate any other way. But the key here is repeating it over and over and over again. It takes repetition of any new thing before it starts to settle into your mind. To use an analogy, if you've never looked at a piece of music before and you have never touched a musical instrument, and you sit down at a piano and you expect to play something, but you can't because you haven't learned anything yet, do you just throw your arms up and say, oh, okay, I guess I'm not meant to learn this. This is not my thing, obviously. I can't do it. You don't do that. You learn the basics. You learn a little bit at a time, and the little bits are really hard at first, but once you master each little bit and move on to the next, what seemed so impossible at the beginning suddenly becomes attainable. And it's just through the repetition over and over and over of each small little step. And reprogramming your brain is no different. Don't wake up one day and say, okay, I'm going to think good things about myself and I'm never going to waver in my belief in my manifestation and everything's going to be perfect. And then the second something smacks you in the face in the 3D and you start to waver or you feel a little bad, you throw up your hands and say, okay, I can't manifest. Manifesting is not for me. I can't do it. It's impossible. If you do believe that it's impossible for you, then you need to stop watching any videos at all right now, because you will not manifest if you believe it is impossible for you to manifest. That is just how it works. And if you believe that you are the special case, the exception to the rule, the one person who can't do it, then you won't, because that is what you believe, and that's what you need to work on before you go any further with anything. And honestly, I can tell you, I used to believe, if there was a bad thing to believe about myself, I would believe it. If you walked up to me and offered me $50 to give myself a compliment, I would just say, oh, I guess I don't really deserve that $50 anyway, so. And it did take such a very long time to break that habit and make a new habit. But once the new habit is there, it's there for good until you consciously try to change it. And I don't know why you would want to take the positive habit away and change it, but you could if you wanted to, because brains are dumb. Neuroplasticity. Genuinely, the road to becoming a conscious manifester that always gets what you want starts with the tiny, tiny step of just monitoring your thoughts as much as possible. It's impossible to do it all the time because we all have thoughts that kind of creep in from time to time, whatever. But monitoring your thoughts as much as possible, noticing what beliefs are coming out there. When you're walking down the street and you perceive somebody giving you a dirty look, do you have anything? Think, oh, everyone's out to get me. The world sucks and everybody's mean. Catch that thought. Every single time you have a thought that tells you what you believe about yourself or the rest of the world, catch that thought. Challenge that thought. And at first, it feels really stupid because you are feeding yourself thoughts that you don't actually believe. If you really believe that the world sucks and everyone's mean, and then you catch that and you say, the world is nice and everyone is nice, it sounds stupid. And it will sound stupid for a while. But the more you repeat the new belief, the more the repetition sets in, the more it's going to solidify up here and it becomes your new belief. And then after a while, you don't have to consciously think the world's nice, everyone's nice anymore, because it's just there. That's what you believe now. And that's the point that you're trying to get at. And this is for any sort of manifestation. If you really want to manifest a specific person, every time you see couples, you get really sad and you go, oh, I'll never have that. That's not for me. Stop. No. I love seeing couples because it reminds me of how wonderful it's going to be when I have my specific person. And it sounds really stupid, and it sounds fake, and it will sound fake, and it is fake in the beginning. But after a while, once you get that, and you see a couple, and you go, oh, they're so cute. I can't wait to be like that with my specific person. They're so cute. I'm totally going to have that with my specific person. And that's when you're ready. I hope you've learned a little bit today about the importance of sticking with your new beliefs when you're manifesting, and the importance of repetition to reprogramming your brain. If you liked today's content, I'd be very grateful if you gave it a thumbs up so that I know I am heading in the right direction. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss future videos. I'm very proud to be a part of your manifestation journey. And remember, whatever it is that you want to manifest, it's all in your mind.